Hey, how's it going? So we're gonna make something like this. So we're gonna register user. It will go into Mongo database with a protected password, which is gonna be hashed. And then we're gonna log in user, and login user only going to happen if you have a protected token. So what we're gonna be using is two frameworks basically, right? One is called this one here, BcryptJS, whatever it's called. This one here. So this one is used to encrypt the password, right? And then the second one is gonna be just JSON web tokens. This one here. So JSON web tokens, they are used to protect the URLs. So, for example, if you send interesting. What the hell is going on? That's supposed to work. Oh, there you go. So this basically protects the routes, or whatever they're called. And if you don't have the token, you cannot access the route or whatever it's called. Okie dokes, so that's the plan. Yeah, so let's start doing it, right? So let's do this. So we first need to create a backend, just very basic backend with a MongoDB. Now, this is like a very simplified version of this video here. I'll link it in the description below from Travis Media. He kind of goes over the whole thing. I just wanted to get the meat out of it because he goes through a lot of like mambo jumbo that I didn't feel was very necessary for. It's useful if you're kind of beginning, I think, maybe. Just for you to learn Express server, but I kind of already done that, so. Okay, so Express, we need NodeMon, course probably. What else do we need? I think that's about it. Yeah. Okay, so we do server.js. So this is our basic Express server. We probably need to make a script in here. Let's do serve NodeMon server.js. Let's do this. Okay, npm run serve. Let's do this. Oh, Oh, it didn't install anything. That's really weird. npm install Express NodeMon course. Oh, okay, now it's installed. Did I make a mistake somewhere in here? Anyway, it doesn't matter. Okay, so now we have a server running. It probably would be a good idea to add course to it. Course. Otherwise, acquire course. App.use. Like this. Because when we're going to be making calls from localhost 3000, which is going to be our client, it's going to complain about course for sure. Honestly, I'm not gonna. Well, I'm gonna put it like this. Okay, so our routes are gonna be here. Okay, so now we need to create probably a client. No, we need to connect MongoDB first. So the first thing we need to do is connect MongoDB. So that means we need to create a folder, utils. So this is, you need to paste here your MongoDB connection basically. Which is for me, oh, we forgot to npm mongoose. I wonder if it's going to install, even though I'm running. So const this acquire utils, and we're gonna create a new probably database. We call it. Actually, no. I'll just stick to practice uploads. I'll just call it default DB. That's okay. Okay. So next we need to create a schema. So we're gonna call it we do users schema.js. So okay, mongoose. Dun 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 dun. Okay, what do we need in our schema? Well, we're gonna make it strict false, so we're gonna decide later. So we're gonna do without a schema for now. So now we need to import const user schema acquire okay, we need to run connect MongoDB as well, I think, right? Okay, so MongoDB is now connected. Okay, so the next thing we need to do, we need to create a npx create react app, and we're gonna call it client. Probably latest like this. I'm gonna draw for now because it's gonna be installing for a while. I'm gonna figure out how I'm gonna make this thing. So first, what do we need? We need to do. We probably need to do. What do we need to do? We definitely need name. We need password. Oh, email. And then password probably, right? So that's gonna be our register. That's gonna be register, right? And then in here we're gonna log in, which is gonna be email. Yeah, so this is email, and this is password. Yeah. Okay, and then here we're gonna display everything basically. And we're gonna have password encrypted, right? Okay. It's still installing. Alright, we have still time to play around with this stuff. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. And we will need Axios in client for sure. Okay, so we need to cd into client. npm install Axios. And then we can do npm start. Whoopsie. There you go. Should just make it one gigantic component. Yeah, I'll probably just do one gigantic component. We'll add a bit of padding, so we're gonna do first is register. Import Okay, so what do we need? We need const. So we're gonna need name, set name like this. I'm gonna what is this? Sunderland. Okay, I'm gonna activate tab 9. I think it's gonna be faster. No, actually, no, skip it. Doesn't matter. So we're gonna do react dot. Then we need 3 of those, I think, right? So this is gonna be email. Whoopsie. And this is gonna be password. password, set password. Okay, so now we need, should we do a form? Form with on submit, right? Nah, not gonna do on submit. Value equals, so this is gonna be our name. On change equals like this, and then set name, a target value. We do placeholder text, name like this. Hey. Okay. And then we're gonna have a button. Register. Like this. Okay, so we're gonna. This is gonna be email. This is gonna be password. So this is gonna be email. Oh my god. This is gonna be password. This is gonna be password. Like this, okay. So how is it looking? It's looking good. I put HR like this in here. Okay, so we're gonna do on click equals handle register functions. So this is gonna be function. Let's do handle register. Now this needs to be an asynchronous function, right? So when they're gonna register, so I'm gonna put a note in here. When they register, they should get a token. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're just gonna register first, okay? So await axios.post const serve URL equals, where is our server? Our server is in 5000, I think. Right? Yeah, it's in 5000. Okay, so serve URL. And we need to okay, so we need to add some so let's do this name, user email, user password. Alright, we need another function where we're gonna reset the values. So for sure function reset state values like this. So set name to this, set email to this, set password to this, And then we're gonna run it in here. Okay, so this is our front end, right? So when we're gonna click this, this is gonna go here. Okay. So ID will be added automatically. Oh, wait. First we need to hash the password. Okay. So to hash the password, we need this, whatchamacallit, this thing here. Okay, so we need to bring this extension in. Oops. Why is it not swapping? Okay, cool. Okay, so we need to add this salt thing. Basically, the way it works is like salt is going to encrypt your password. And then this is going to be our password hash, I suppose. I'll show it to you so you'll be able to see it. So request body user password, right? That's the way we're going to send it. User password, okay, so... Okay, so now let us have a look. Actually, probably don't need. Let's say user. Let's say user 1, email 1, password 1. Okay, it says failed. Why does it say failed? Oh, I probably picked the wrong route. Oopsie. Yeah, I forgot to add the... like this. I'll do it this way. Okay, so now we should be able to see it in the console log. Okay. So you see, it converted the password, which was P1, into a weird hash. Okay, so this is like weird thing. And this is what we're gonna store in the MongoDB. So now we're gonna do await user schema, I think, right? Create. Now there is a way to no, you cannot kind of how to explain this hash thing, right? You cannot really decrypt it, but you can compare it. Right, you can compare it. But I'll show you later. Like, my apologies, it's not like the best tutorial, I know, but if you want kind of like a detailed one, just watch the Traversy Media, because I'm making this video just for myself to see how to do it and prove that I can do it, you know. Because I'm not exactly making shitloads of money on YouTube. And I mean, Travis, he specializes in coaching. I just do it for myself. But you can always kind of leave a comment if you have any questions. Okay, so we need to create. So we'll put user name is going to be request body username. User password is going to be request body user password. Whoopsie. Then user email is going to be request body user email. No, password is going to be our hash. Password hash. Okay, so this should register the user. That's what it should do. So this registered the user, and then we should probably go to MongoDB to see if it actually worked. I probably need to do response end for now. Otherwise, like, it's just gonna continue to run this request indefinitely. Okay. Whoops, it says example database. God damn it. So we're gonna call this users, I suppose. And I need to dump this. Okay, so let me put this thing in here. Okay, so now we have users in here. Okay, so now let's do user 1, email 1, password 1. So now this should go here. Okay. Password encrypted. Okay, there is one problem. Oh yeah, okay, cool. So it does reset. Okay, so this is register, right? Okay, so one thing we need to do now is when the user registers, we need to return a token. Well, do we really need to return a token? Not really. No, we don't. There's no need. Okay, so next we need to create a all users. Maybe somewhere here. Yeah, let's just create all users. So we need to create a route to we need to create a route to get all the users, right? So this is gonna be a GET request, all users, and then get all users, like this. Okay, so app get all users, like this. Then we need to do cons data equals user schema, I think find all, and then we're gonna respond send data, I think like this. Okay, there's one problem, we need to do await in here. Okay, now we need to get this information on get users like this. So this is going to be a sync const response equals await axios get server URL plus all users, and then we need to create const data set data equals react state, and then we're gonna set it default to null, and then in here we're gonna have set data to response data. Okay, we need to run this on so we need to use effect, I think, right? And then we're gonna do okay. So I'm gonna put in here login. Let's do roll on. Let's do 30 maybe. Yeah, and then let's do HR. And then do all users. So we're gonna be displaying basically all users in the third paragraph or whatever. So we need to make sure that data is there. Data dot map element, and you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna reverse it as well, so that when the new user is added, it goes to the top as opposed to the bottom. We probably do not want to display password, to be honest with you. Find how do I... There was a way to get rid of the... Oh, select. Yeah, okay. Select is the way to do that. Select, I think. Minus password. User password, I think. Like this. Okay, so let's see what's going on. So we're gonna be displaying, what are we gonna be displaying? We're gonna need ID probably, username, user email, password we're not gonna display. Yeah, we're just gonna do it this way. Oh, we don't need element, I think. Return div, oops. I don't know what's the best way to do it. Let's do key equals ID, and then we need, what's the best way to do it? Table. I'm just thinking table, maybe. Maybe a box, or whatever. I'll just do UL list, maybe. Nah. I'll just do divs. That's what I'll just do. Yeah, so we're gonna do span. It's gonna be ID. I'm just gonna do this. Oopsie. And then this is gonna be ID like this. Just to test to see what's happening. Oh god, it looks bad. Maybe it's going to look better like this, no? It's good enough, honestly, it's just good enough. And then maybe we'll put some separators in here. I'll just put maybe style equals border bottom pixel solid. This. Nah, it looks like HR element. God damn it. Let's do width. Fit content maybe. Yeah. I know it's not exactly Picasso, but whatever. It does the job. Okay, so we need to create 3 of those, right? So this is gonna be ID, this is gonna be name. So this is username. Whoops. So this is username. And this is gonna be email. User email. Yuck. Yuck, 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 yuck. Anyway, it looks disgusting, but whatever. I don't know, it just looks so bad. And because of content fit, this thing is gonna be all over the place as well. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'll just put a box around it. That's what I'll do. Border, 1 pixel solid. And then we do, let's do padding, I don't know, 10 pixels. Otherwise it's gonna look horrendous. Yeah. Whatever. It's good enough, right? It's good enough. Okay, so let's do user 2, email 2, password 2. So we register, right? Oh, whoops. I forgot to do this. So when we register, we need to refetch all the time. Jesus Christ, it's horrendous. Let me add some padding to it, honestly. Margin top. Let's do also 10 pixels. Yeah, okay, that's good enough. Alright, so this is done. So let's test again. Let's do user 3, email 3, password 3. Okay, so it's being added. Might be a good idea to delete. Should we? Yeah, let's just do like super, because delete is like super quick. Okay, so let's do another root. It's gonna be delete. ID. Delete one user by ID. Okay. It's gonna be delete. It's gonna be ID. And it's gonna be respond and okay, so this is gonna be delete. How do we remove by ID, or how do we do it? 1 second. Okay, so delete one. I think there's find and delete, I think, or something like this. Like find and delete, I think, right? Yeah. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for this. Request by the ID. So it's gonna be like this. Okay, so let's add a button. So probably need a break and then button, delete, and on click equals delete one, and then we're gonna do 18 here like this. Okay, so now we need to go to functions, and then let's do sync function delete one ID and await axios dot delete So we need server, I think, URL plus. I think we can just do ID like this. We should do it, I think, right? Okay, something somewhere got imported, I think. Yeah, it's probably not sending the request. I think a mistake is in here somewhere. Okay, let's see if it's receiving the... Oh, Rams. That's where the problem is. Okay, still a problem. Alright, let's see. So let's console log. Request params ID, right? Oh, I'm trolling hardcore. So we need delete one like this. Yeah. I think that's the problem. Whoops. Okay, so we need we need dot delete one and then ID like this. Okay, so now it should work. Let's see. Okay, so we're getting the ID. We're getting the ID. Okay, so now it seems to be working. Oh, I forgot to refetch. So we need get users. Otherwise it's not going to. So there should be two now. There you go. Okay. Okay, so let's do user 1, email 1, password 1. Okay, so now we can add and now we can delete, right? So what else do we need to do? We need to create a login where we can take so we need to create a login, basically like a login page replica, right? Oh my god, scheiße. So I'm gonna be on the 3rd, 25. I'll be back 1 second. Okay, so now we're getting the user. We need to make a login. So we need 2 more states, I think, right? Const. login email, set login email, React, use state. Okay. So now we just need to put these two for the inputs, I think. So we need to put this in here. So it's going to be input value. It's going to be login email. Won't change. Set login email probably. Target. Okay, so next one, probably need to put placeholder equals login email. Huh. Okay, so now we need to put NetBR, I think. Button again. Okay, so this function is going to be huge. So it's going to be handle login. Yeah, this function is going to be huge. Let me just format real quick. Okay, so we're gonna need async function handle login. Handle login, yeah, okay. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is we need to, what do we need to do? Yeah, so the first thing we need to do, we need to validate the password probably. So validate the password. So the first thing we're gonna do is await. No, actually it's not gonna happen in here, it's gonna happen on the server side. Okay. Okay. So what do I need to do? I need to do Axios. Await Axios dot probably get request, right? Plus again like this. I'm just thinking what's the best way to do it. Probably through a query. So we're gonna do email equals login email, I think, right? And then end pass equals login pass. Let's do this. I'm not super good with the query, so I just want to make sure that it functions. 1 second. So let's do user 1, email 1, password 1. Let's do this. Okay, so we're getting it, right? So the first thing we need to do is we need to validate the password, right? So validate the password, okay. Okay, so we need to validate the password. So how do we do that? Well, we're not going to do any try catch mumbo jumbo. Let's just do let user equals wait user schema dot find one user email request query. Let's do this. Okay, so this should give us the user, right? This should give us the user. Let me just think. Yes, this gives us the user. Okay, so now we need to use the encryption to check for the password. Where is our encryption? Okay, so this thing will return true or false. Okay, so here we're gonna put in the password that was supplied by the user, and here we're gonna put in what came in from the MongoDB. And this function is going to return true or false. So it's going to be user password. So we're going to be putting in the hash in here, and then password string is going to be request query dot pass. So let password check equals. So now this will tell us if it's true or not. So we don't need the query anymore. I'm not gonna do any, like, you know, error handling mumbo jumbo or whatever. Okay, so let us do this. Let me see. So user, so it's gonna be email 1, password 1. Okay, so let's see. So check the password and it's correct. Let's put in incorrect password, see what happens. Let's do this. Okay, false. Good. So it's working. Okay. Okay, so the second thing we want to do, we want to generate token based on email, probably would be the best. So now we are authenticating. So we need to install this mumbo jumbo. So we need to install this here. So this is validate password. Send user token. Send user with token. That's what we're going to do here. I'll just add a bit of a... Okay, so now we need to... This is a colored comments extension, just FYI. Okay, so we need to add this thing here. I'm gonna link this in the description below so you can see how this thing works. Okay. So now we need the generate function. Okay, this secret should go globally, by the way. Okay, so we need to pass the email into here then. Okay, so now we need to let's do this now. Await let dot select minus password, user password, I think, right? Because we don't want to user password, because we do not want to send the password through the API, right? So now we want to await, actually response, send. So what do we need to send? We need to send user, and we need to add the token to it. And the token is going to be generated by this function here when we pass email into it. And then we're going to pass request, query, email. Actually, we can do a user.user email like this. Alright, so this should give us the token now. So now we're gonna do let respond equals, and then we're gonna console log response data. So when we log in, we should get the user with the token, I believe, right? Okay, so we have email 1, password 1. What's the problem now? It could be because we need to maybe restart. npm serve string undefined. What? Okay, so it is not happy about its server failed, right? Okay, so where's the problem then? Okay, so this is working, right? So this should also be working because we already tested this, right? Aha. Oh shit. Yeah, because we removed the password. Jesus, I cannot check because there's no password. Okay, so we need to somehow remove password from. Otherwise, it's gonna send with the password. Okay. Yeah, so you see we're getting user password. We're getting everything we need, except we don't want to have... What is this doc? What? Email 1, password 1, login. Huh. Anyway, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Okay, so we want to delete password at this line because we don't want to send it, right? Maybe I need to restart. Email 1, password 1. Why is the password still here? Oh, whoops. I completely forgot how to do this. There you go. Yeah, okay, so now there is no. And we need to delete this as well. Underscore doc or whatever. Why is it sending this doc? I don't get this doc. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I can figure out that later. Okay, so now we're getting all the information that we need. So the most important thing in here is this token, right? So now we need to save this token into our state. So let's say const set token react use state. Oh, my apologies. So now we do request data token, I think, like this. Oh, whoops, response data token. Okay, so this should set. So now our state has the token in it, right? Let's just check real quick. So email 1, password 1, again. Now we should have. Yeah, okay, so this state has the component in it. So now we have the token. Okay, so now we need to create a we're gonna create a second button in here Okay. And this button is gonna be called console log me. Yeah, we're gonna create it this way. Because we can imagine that when you log in, it will bring you into another page. Right? It will bring you into another page. And then this token should be present. So we're going to create a new page. Let's say underneath in here. Just like we're going to do everything in one component. Yeah, so once the... yeah. So we're gonna do it like this. Okay, we're gonna do it like this. So when token is true, we are going to do this. I'm gonna do HR. I'm gonna do so this email 1, password 1. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we can pretend that this is like a separate page, so your router redirected you to a separate page, and we want to do some backend requests on that separate page. So this can be like dashboards. We basically need to protect the roots, the rot, whatever it's called. I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce it correctly. This thing here, roots or routes. Yeah, probably routes. This here. We want to protect the routes, right? Okay. So now we're gonna create a on click equals handle console log me like this. So we're gonna go to functions and then we do a sync function console log me. Oh yeah, by the way, just before I haven't forgotten, I need to show you something. So when you have the token, right, when you have the token, you can actually go into here and you can decode it in here. You see? Email. So you're wondering what is this here? You see email. That's this value here. Actually, I'm gonna pause and make a note of this. Okay, so now we need to send the token through headers into the request. So let response equals axios.get whoopsie, wait, I need to put the server URL plus console me. We'll do this like this. Okay. Headers, I think. Authorization. I had this copy and pasting somewhere here. Okay, so now we basically need to make sure that the token is correct, right? So what's the route? Route. What's the route? Route is this. So this is gonna be console check token and return the user to console log. So app-get okay, so to get the token out, we're gonna have to get it out of the headers. And the code is this code here. Basically, request headers, authorization, as you can see in here, authorization. One second. Okay, so I'm gonna remove this. So we can see how it's going to come in. So we clicked on console log me. So you see it comes in as a barrier token, and like the token is a string. So now if we just put split like space, so we're gonna splitting in here, and we want the second part, which is gonna be index 1. So now we're getting the token, specifically the token. Alright, so next thing we need to do is we need to verify that the token is correct. We basically need to so we're getting the token, and then we see, so we basically gonna decode. When we're decoding, so it's gonna be get the token, and then secret is gonna be, the secret is like the variable secret, right? And this will convert the token back into what it's supposed to be, which is email, right? which is email. Okay, so yeah, so if we do it again, this should show us the email basically. E1, that's what it should be. Oops, I forgot to save. So if we click on this, yeah, so you see it gives us email, which is E1. So now we can basically, based on this information, we can find user, right? Let's do user. Now wait, user schema, find user email, and then we can do decoded dot email, and then we're gonna basically respond with this. Respond send user. And we're gonna console log this. Yeah, so we're gonna console log response data. Whoopsie, let's do it this way. Like this, let's just... Okay, I think that's actually at the end of it then. Because if we now... So if we do email 1, password 1, this gives us the token. Yes, this gives it. And now if we log me, this should... Uh-oh. Okay, so there's probably an error somewhere in here. Let me just see. No, user comes in, everything is fine. Oh. No. User comes in. Let's remove password. Anyway, it doesn't matter. No, user comes in, that's correct. So now we respond send user. That's very interesting. Oh, it's a promise. Wait a minute. Ah, that's the problem. That is the problem. Problem isn't here. Where's that data? There we go. That's it. That should work now. So if we console log, there you go. There is the user. And if we send incorrect token, it's not going to work then, right? So if I do this, let's do token 1 equals like this, and let's add some gibberish in here. It's going to give us an error most likely. Yeah, because if you look on the server side, there is an error because the token is not found. Yeah. Okay, so why do you need this token verification thing? Is because you want to protect your routes. Well, routes, right? So for example, every time there is a request, get user, I don't know, get email, get password, or get some dashboard information, you want to send the token, right? And then on server side, you want to check that the token is correct. Because you see in this example here, because the token is wrong, it gives you an error. Right, so if you look in here, it will give you an error in here, you see. So we can do sort of like a try-catch when you think about it. Yeah, so for example, if the coded is like this. No, actually we can do like this. Try. You see, so we can do something like this. I think it should work. So this is email 1, password 1, begin this token. You see? So this will disallow. In here you can do your handlers, which is like, you know, if there is an error, then do not redirect. Right? Do not redirect. Show error, i.e. token error or something like this, right? So this way you know that the route is protected, because if the token is correct, you can then redirect. If the token is not correct, that means somebody's trying to hack and trying to somehow log into through a, I don't know, through some kind of third-party cookie or something, trying to log into the URL without a token, and then this will disallow it because there's no token. That's how you kind of... So this token thing is designed so that every request that you do, you have the token in it, and this is how you can validate that the request is coming from a credible app, right? And then that's pretty much it. All right, take care. Bye-bye.